but we're just going to see if we can get it to... Oh, did that actually strike then? Hello and welcome back to Bug Realms. On this channel we like to discuss all things creepy crawly, so if that's something that interests you, please consider subscribing to the channel. So, you've seen the David Bowie Huntsman. Today, featuring inside our Exoterra, is a Heteropoda Javana. This little beauty here. Much smaller than the David Bowie that we showed before, but also incredibly awesome looking. So again guys, comment me below, let me know how I'm doing with this Huntsman series. I'm not the best with Huntsman, I'm learning as I go, but when these species came up, that was it. It was time to get in contact with people like David Dance, my good friend, Adam Connolly, the invertebrarian, my friend Gar, as many people as I could to gain information as quickly as possible to look after these huntsmen as well as I can. So, without further ado, the H. Javana. So, here it is in the pot. I'm sorry if the audio will change a little bit throughout this. I still need to get a decent microphone for this, and I'll be changing positions quite a bit. So, this one is already on the lid, which is, I'm not sure if that's actually useful or not at all. Depends how quickly it's going to move. So, perhaps if I place it like so, I've got a strand of silk actually come off my hand. So let's take a closer look, and in a moment we'll give it a nudge and get it moving. So you can see it has similarities to the David Bowie in the fact that it's got similar sort of gingerish colorations. So I'm banging my camera on the door there, that's not what you want, is it? So here we have it. Much smaller than the David Bowie and does have some differences, but I like how this is a cute and furry little huntsman. Now I'm going to be using my little device here. It's called straw on tongs, and it's my superpower to get them to move. So hopefully it doesn't go too much into this foliage, but we're just going to see if we can get it to... Oh, did that actually strike then? Did that strike the straw? It wasn't happy about it, I can tell you that. Dude, I'm just trying to nudge you. Whoa, it made me jump then. Oh, it's gone on the underside. So it's basically doing everything we don't want it to do, but at least we can have a little look at it, right? So you already saw the underside while it was in the pot, but you can see it's almost black on the underside of where the carapace would be, and a black stripe on the abdomen with little black socks as well. So I've actually just flipped this over and it's gone in a really weird sort of stance. You can see it spread its legs out to the right there, or at least it's the right on my camera. I'm not sure if right and left actually goes the same on YouTube, and curled in on the other side. Now this is not a happy huntsman and I'm not enjoying dealing with it, so I hope you guys are. Now I don't like to keep prodding and poking animals, so don't get me wrong, this is for educational value guys, so that we can take a good look at this huntsman. Once it's in its home, it will be undisturbed and it will be fed and have all of its needs, but we do need to have a look at it and see. Oh yes, okay, this one is a lid bearer. We might even call this one the lid bearer. Let me just move my tripod out of the way. As I was trying to say, we just want to be able to see and admire this species. Okay, so I'm going to take my straw off of my contraption so that we can flip the lid there. Gotcha. Our Heteropoda Javana. One that I thought would give me the least amount of grief. And although this is actually the second one I've rehoused, I'm not sure which order I'm putting these videos out, but to me it's the second one I dealt with, and I did not expect it to be so moody. So I'm going to attempt to feed it. Now it's in a different environment, obviously it's been poked a bit to get it to move. Whether it will take to food or not I'm not sure, but let's see if we can grab a takedown while we're here. So there it is, I'm about to drop a cricket. Okay, cricket's there, but the Huntsman has gone under the leaves. Oh, we missed a takedown. I wasn't looking at the camera, I think the camera was out of the angle too. The Huntsman has just taken it from under this pile of leaves. We need to get it out. Come on. Has it got the cricket in its mouth? I think it does. Yes. Look at that. Even when disturbed out of a mini sort of burrow, the Huntsman still focus. The Huntsman still held on to the cricket. So there it is. Unfortunately, you can't make out the cricket very well, at least from what I can see. But trust me, it is there. I can just about see it. Can you see yourselves? You can see the cricket just underneath there in its fangs. I tell you what, guys, I might have missed the takedown for you. And I'm hoping I caught that little rustle of leaves when I wasn't paying attention on my camera screen and what way it was facing. Because even just seeing that rustle, you could feel the might of the Huntsman taking down that little cricket. You can see the cricket still wiggling there. Still alive, still trying to escape the fangs of the H. Javana. Now, just before I was about to record again, the Javana ran behind all the foliage here, which I'm going to take out, still with the cricket in its mouth. I accidentally knocked the door slightly, caused a vibration. It's going to focus on the sticks and not the spider. Come on, come on, come on. There we go. And it just bolted to the back, still with the cricket in its mouth. Oh, come on, camera, we're going to have problems here. Me and you, camera, are going to fall out. There it goes. Now, I don't want it to bolt this way because it's getting close to the door. Closed the door and it ran. Sorry guys, but I did not want the smallest of the Huntsman on the lease, making it the hardest to actually capture. But yeah, these sticks are driving me mad. Now, I do actually need the Huntsman in a better position for me to recup it, to put it into its new home. So I'm going to leave it in here for a moment to enjoy the cricket a little longer, and I'm going to show you the home that I set up for this spider. Before I show you that enclosure, one more clip. The guy was in the centre, he started walking forwards, I closed the doors, and he appeared here. Literally from the centre to here in a split second. I jumped out my skin. I'm sorry I did not catch that on the camera for you, but I actually have Kelly on my phone here because she can't be here today, so she's watching from home and she got to witness the whole thing and found it amusing. But there we go, you can still see the cricket in its mouth. Oh, heart attack, heart attack. Oh my god, why did I buy these? Okay, so I will now show you the enclosure setup I have for this little guy or girl here. So placed next to the viewing enclosure is the enclosure I have designed for this Huntsman. So we've got a nice mossy bottom. Yes, that is a fake plant, but I thought the wood was cool. Now this used to house this one here, my adult female ghost mantis, which passed some time ago now. I have spoke about it before, how it was supposed to be a breeding attempt, but the male died in molt, so she was left lonely until the end of her days. Now there is a bit of bark for a hiding space at the back, and there are all these branches that it can hide and hang from too. I think this would be an interesting enclosure for when we put in prey items. We can see it from all angles and watch the Huntsman grasp at its prey. It would also be funny in filming videos because it's not a huge enclosure, and if that thing can make it from the centre to the front in this tank, think how quickly it can get to the front of this tank. Problem we have now is recapturing this Huntsman. So I'm going to give it a little bit longer, let it move off the door, and try and get that for you guys, because the realm's pretty big, folks. I don't want this little bugger getting out from here. Okay, so I'm adding a little vlog part into this video because I'm actually getting quite stressed. I want to get this spider into its home. I had a 3-hour gap to film 6 more species out of the 7. it's been now almost an hour, 10 minutes shy of an hour since the last clip you saw of me trying to get that Huntsman out without causing it stress. It's not happening. The thing will not budge from a corner of the tank. So doing this filming area might be a bad idea for a filming tank. I may, regardless of the intros, all the intros with me with my arm on the tank, hello, this is Bug Rounds, blah blah blah, has been pre-recorded so I could focus purely on the spiders. I might have to rethink that, because I can nudge it with a soft straw. It's a paper straw, so it won't cause it any harm. It will either be stubborn and not move, or it will bolt from one corner to another corner, or to an edging of the roof. So if you think of a right angle, whether it be a corner boxed in, or whether it just be the right angle of the edging, and you've got a cup, spider's going to run through that. I cannot cup this person now. Nearly an hour. So that's the little vlog part out. I mean, yeah, I could just open the doors, bang a cup and try and get the spider, but I don't want to stress the spider. I'm not an animal abuser. I didn't purchase this animal for YouTube. I purchased it for me, to be a keeper and to enjoy, and it's not the animal's fault. It's going where it feels safe, but that doesn't stop me being really stressed trying to do it. So that's the vlog part of this out. Hopefully things will be happier in just a moment. Cheers guys. I got you. I got you. I had to take everything out. I even tried putting his enclosure in here to get him to go in, and he made a burst for the doorway and went under this lip where I managed to catch you. Most stressful, literally the most stressful rehouse I have ever done in my entire life. Let's get this spider in its new home so we can appreciate it, because this thing here, oh sorry dude, has just, oh, let's get the enclosure. Okay, so excuse the lighting, but here is the spider, finally caught, still munching on that cricket after over an hour. Now we've got to get it in there and get the lid on. Are you ready? Out the cut, dude. No, out the cut, dude. Come on, you wanted to escape before. Victory is mine. Yes! You have no idea how happy I am right now to have this spider in its new home. And there it is, just at the back there. Now I've missed it up the side because it is a Malaysian species, but you can see it there, still consuming the cricket. I am not going to push my luck any further with this spider. I hope you enjoyed this video. I'm sorry about the stressful rant, but it's a fine line between moving an animal for an educational value and causing distress to the animal, and distress is not what I wanted. So about an hour and 20 minutes later, it is in. I think we've seen enough of this one for now. Woo! So if you want to see what else dwells within the realm, ladies and gentlemen, make sure to pop back weekly for multiple videos. I'm now going to make a decision on whether we are going to use this casting enclosure, and I'll see you next time. Whew. So that's it for today's video. Now this outro is actually going to be the same on every single Huntsman video in this 7-part series. Why? One terrible reason is because I'm outright lazy, but the main reason is actually because I keep on forgetting to show my patrons love at the end of my video, something I've been meaning to do for ages, and when I'm recording it just slips my mind. So if I use the same outro, then every time I'm doing the editing process for these videos, it should drill in my mind that from after this set of videos, I make sure to put the names on the screen. Now, my patrons are a part of a private Facebook group, and as a collective, they decided to name themselves, and they have chosen to be called the Disciples of the Realm. So if you would like to become a disciple of the realm and have your name pop up on the screen like these guys will in a moment, please go into my link in the description below for Patreon. Check out the tiers, check out the rewards you'll get. If you want to further support my channel, all the money goes into the animals, the maintenance of the animals and bettering my equipment. It doesn't go on anything other than the animals and YouTube itself. There are perks and you get to have a lot of inside information about me as well. So here on the screen right now are the lists of my Patreons and alternative supporters. Now alternative supporters pay me differently, but they do so still on a monthly basis. So if you do not like to use Patreon, contact me privately and we can arrange a different method for you that suits you to the ground. So that was it. That's the end of this outro. Thanks for watching, guys, and please, Sam, remember, show your patrons love in every video. Take care, guys. See you in the next one. Bye-bye.